want to create some blood splatter for when the player shoots the zombie. So I'm gonna basically do a tutorial that I found on YouTube by a channel called Surin, Surin. The guys, the channel owner has some good videos. Sounds pretty high quality, but I want to create my own texture though. He uses one off of Google or something, but I think it's cool to see how different artists make their own artwork. So I'm gonna make my own. So basically, I've created an empty layer right here, and on here I'm gonna create um, just a splatter shape, and I'm just gonna keep it really simple, and I'm gonna just use like a circle to make splatters. But I'm gonna set the hardness to 100 so that there's no there's no blur on the edges. This is gonna be like completely just sharp lines. So I'm just gonna play around with the size. So the center is probably the most like blobby, I guess. And as it splatters out, it can use like smaller dot sizes, I guess. So this is not going to be super realistic, I guess. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first I'll add some like specs. I guess I'll give the entire thing a bit of a blur. So I'll go to blur. That looks okay like that. And it looks really flat right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate it, and the one underneath I'm going to darken it. Nice and dark like this. The top one, I'll make another copy of it, hide the top, and this one I'm going to keep it red, but I'm going to start erasing maybe some parts of it. So eraser tool, but I'm going to make it soft, and the eraser size needs to be maybe a little bit bigger. So this is like very, very like random. I'm just like randomly picking spots to like reveal the underneath dark blood. So this top one I can, I'm going to delete actually, and I'm going to duplicate this one that I just created. So I've got the dark with like the red on top, and on top of that I'm going to have another one, except this one's going to be a lot lighter. So I'm going to bump up the lightness, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go in here and erase. I'm going to erase parts of it, but I want to leave only like a little bit of the lighter because I want it to be mostly red. I want like this whiteness to be more like of a highlight. So I don't want to leave too much of it. Right now it looks really white. I want it to be more red, so more of that red needs to be visible. And maybe a smaller brush would do the trick. All these specks can be all red. Actually on here, I want more red to return. I took away too much. This is I'm pretty happy with this. It doesn't like doesn't look super real, but if it doesn't look very good after I implement it, then I'll just find one off of like Google or something. But for now, I'm just gonna leave it like this. So I'll call this blood splatter. Then I'm gonna export it PNG by the same name, bloodsplatter.png. Actually, wrong folder. Export. Okay. So with the project open, I'm going to go into my content folder, and I'll have to create a folder called particles. So new folder, particles. Open that up, and we'll create another folder called blood splatter. Open that up, and I'm going to import my my image that I just created. And quickly save that. So I'm getting all this from another tutorial. Um, so double click to open it. And the only thing that he said was under adjustment, he said check under adjustment here, check chroma key texture, then under chroma key color, use this eyedropper tool to get the background. And that's basically it. So I'm going to save that. I'm going to close it. And in the back in the folder, I'm going to create a material called blood splatter. Call it MAT. I'll open that up. Okay, so with the first thing that I have to do is with this selected, I have to make it has to be masked and it has to be unlit. So the first node that I want to get is a texture coordinate. And from there, I need to get multiply by 0.3. Oops. And I need a panner. So the values are 0.1 and 0.2. And this is going to go into a texture sample. So this is the noise. So with this selected, I'm looking for Perlin noise. Perlin T Perlin noise M. I want to create another texture sample. And in this one, I'm going to select the blood splatter that I created. But because this is masked, the RGB color doesn't go into base color, but it goes into emissive color. And it should update any minute, any second now. So as you can see, it's really huge. So I don't fully understand. I sort of understand what's going on, but I'll try to explain what I think after I'm done. But first, I need a smooth step. The values are 0.3, 1, and then the RGB of the noise can go into value. And from the alpha of the blood splatter texture, I'm going to get a multiply. Oops. And I'm going to multiply this by this goes in here. And then I need one more multiply. But this one's going to be multiplied by particle color. And I don't know what the particle color is, but he took the alpha and plugged it into here. And the final value gets plugged into opacity mask. Okay, so it's sort of similar to what he had. Instead of having the sphere, you can see these 5 like options down here. Right now it's set to sphere. I think he had it on plane. When it's on plane, you can sort of see the texture that I created that's panning up like this. It's sort of close. I think it looks pretty good compared to like what he had. But I'm just gonna save that. I think I'm quite happy with it. And I think I can close this. I don't know what the texture coordinate was for because I guess he's just multiplying the u and the v by 0.3. So I don't have to change any values here. So I'm just going to leave that. I'll close it. And I'm going to go back here into the blood splatter folder. I'm going to right click and I'm going to create a Niagara system. And was this the right one? He had okay. He selected a fountain. And I guess that's it. And I'm going to name it blood splatter. Whoops. NS. Okay, I'm going to quickly save all. Um, I'm going to open up a new Niagara system that I created. So starting with the property selected, the sim target has to be GPU compute sim, which is, well, there's only 2 options, so I need to click on that one. So by default it was CPU sim, but I need GPU compute sim. I'm going to select emitter Oh, under emitter state. Where's the emitter state? Why is there no emitter state? Oh, there's an emitter state here. The loop behavior is once. Loop duration mode is fixed, which is already selected. And the loop duration that he had was 5. By default it's 2, but I'm going to change it to 5. And then I'm going to go select emitter. Under emitter update, there's a plus button. I'm going to press that. And I'm going to type in spawn burst. And I'm looking for spawn burst instantaneous. So I'll double click that. And under spawn burst instantaneous, I want the spawn count to be 100. So I'm going to type in 100. Under particle spawn, I want to press the plus button, and I'm going to look for add velocity, and I'm going to double click this add velocity. Oh, this add velocity already exists, so I'm just going to press delete to get rid of the one that I just created. So the one that already exists, velocity mode has to be linear. Um, Under velocity, oh, so under here, I need to press this down arrow, and I need to look for random range vector. So in the x, it can go anywhere between minus 200 and 200, so either 200 in the left or 200 in the right. The y, oh sorry, minus 200 is in the x is backwards, and 200 positive is 200 forwards. Minus 200 for y, which is 200 in the left, and positive 200 in the y for 200 in the right. So most of the particles are going to be going up. So the minimum is going to go positive 50, and the maximum is 500. So it's mostly going up, as you can see on this little preview. And everything's good there. Just keep it as it is. Going into particle update, I'm going to press the plus button, and I'm going to look for gravity force. But the gravity force already exists, so I'm going to delete one that I just created. Select the gravity force that already exists. Make sure that it's minus 980. I'm going to select drag. Make sure this is checked. I believe he had 0.75 for the value. Particle update. I'm going to press the plus button, and I'm going to look for scale mesh. Scale mesh by speed. So the scale of it is going to be dependent on, like the size of the particle is going to be dependent on the speed, I guess. Is that what it's saying? So everything's the same here, 111 for the min scale factor, for the max scale factor, 222. For the scale threshold, he had 1000 instead of 500. And under the sprite renderer, this is where we get, right now this is just like white, I don't know what that is, like like a white dot that's spawning. So I need to select the blood splatter that I just created. And when it updates, it's going to take a minute. Okay, so if I go all the way back, you can sort of see. Maybe I want it to be bigger. Where was the scale? First, before I change that, I'm going to go into particle spawn. Under under initialize particle, sorry. Under initialize particle, lifetime min is going to be 0.5, and lifetime max is going to be 1.5. Sprite size mode, where was that? Right here. I need to select a random uniform, and the values that he had was 30 and 60. That looks way different from what he had, but I'm not sure what I can adjust to change it. It looks okay. Okay, I'm okay with that. So the creation of the sprite is done now. So what I need to do is, I'll just keep this open just in case I want to come back and change stuff. But first I need to go into the Clint BP blueprint. This is where I have the shooting trace. So under inputs, where is it? And, oh shoot, okay. So this is the line trace to shoot the head, shoot the torso, shoot the zombie. So I'll just start with the head here, and then I'll just copy and paste it to all the other ones. So what I'm going to do is, I guess I'll add a sequence, and I'm going to create a spawn. I actually need to double check something. Okay, I just deleted what I just created there. I'm going to do it differently. I think I have to do it in the zombie. So I have the zombie BP opened up, and I'm going to add a particle, sorry, a Niagara particle system component, and I'm going to name it blood splatter. I'll name this one head, and I'm just going to add the blood splatter Niagara system that I just created, it automatically looks like this. It's gonna put it in the. I actually want it. Actually, I'm gonna, for the time being, I'm gonna clear because I need to place these first. So this one is going to be at the base of the neck. Um, I'm going to copy paste. I'll just go and copy and paste a whole bunch of these. So arm left, arm right, torso, leg, and I need one more leg. So I've got the head. This one could be called torso. This one could be called, oops, arm left. This one's called arm right. This one's going to be called leg left. And leg right. So the head is already placed. Torso, it can go down to around the spine area, I guess. So about here. Arm left is going to be right in the right where the shoulder is. So right here. So for the arm, I'm just going to copy the location, paste it into the arm right, but I'm going to change the Y to positive 12. And same deal with the legs. Put one right here. Copy the values, paste it here, but the Y has to be positive. So arm left, arm right, leg left, leg right, torso, head. Okay, so I'm just gonna drag these down. So since I already have all the sockets created already, it makes my job easy. All I have to do is put the blood splatter head into the head socket. I need to put the torso blood splatter into the spine base. Arm left, blood splatter. Upper arm left. Where'd all my blood splatter? Okay. Upper arm right. Goes into upper arm right socket. Upper leg left goes into upper leg left, and blood splatter leg right goes into upper leg right. Okay, so I'm gonna look for these again. Upper arm right, upper arm left, upper leg left, upper leg right, torso, and head. They're all selected, so I can just all simultaneously select the blood splatter system. And as you can see, it all goes crazy. So I'm going to go down here with all of them selected, and I'm going to set visibility to negative. So now I'm going to go into the event graph where all this is, and while all of this is selected, I'm going to drag all of them out. So what I want to do is distribute these. So the first one's head, so I can just leave that one there. This one is torso, so put torso here. This one is upper arm left, so I'll leave upper arm left. This one's upper arm right. Upper leg left. And upper leg right goes down here. Okay. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to create a sequence. It's going to set visibility to positive, and then I'm going to set it to negative after a duration. So a duration of 5 seconds. It's going to set it to invisible. So all I'm going to do is plug this in. So whenever this is triggered, it's going to set the splatter to visible after 5 seconds. 5 seconds is kind of long. I'll say 3 seconds is good. And I'm going to copy all of this and paste it here. And let's plug these in. Oops. Copy, paste. I can just like plug this one into both. Oops. Okay, I'm just gonna double check. Looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and compile that. But before I try this out, I'm going to go to the blood splatter and um, I'm going to change loop behavior to infinite and loop duration to 5. I'll just save that. Save. And I'm going to try it out. So I already have the zombies coming at me. So if I just say shoot one, oops, that looks pretty good. I'll just wait till it comes nice and close so I can get a better view. Try and get this guy here. See if I can get that. Can't even play my own game. Okay, whatever. I haven't figured out that capsule thing. The reason why he's up there, because he's on top of the capsule of the other zombie. But I think that looks pretty good. It looks, before it looked really boring without the blood splatter. Just like the body would like or the body part would disappear, and then it would be really boring. But now it looks a little bit better. But I'm quite happy with that. Yep. So I'm going to cut it off here. Uh, Next video I'll probably want to do the muzzle flash of the shotgun and just add one sound. That will be my, I think, the next thing that I want to do. Okay, so hopefully you like that, and please stay tuned for the next video.